Hey guys! And welcome to the PhilandTammyPolson channel, where we educate, motivate, and inspire you into action.
Yes.
So remember to like and subscribe and push that notification or ring that bell so that you get all the notifications of when we are going live. And so you also want to share this because there are friends of yours that need what we're about to share. We're going to be talking about rebuilding the dream.
So today we want to jump right into this program, and we want to share with you today because we're talking about rebuilding the dream.
Yes.
Some of us have lost our dream. We've lost our vision. We have no plan, and yet, believe it or not, we're blaming everybody else.
Oh, that's
So today I want to talk to you about rebuilding your dream, the desires, because the Bible says that it is God who gives you the desires of your heart.
Yeah.
There's a desire in there. Why? Because God put that desire in you. However, we're living too short and we're dying too long. We find moments in our lives, maybe, and listen to me, I'm not minimizing anything. Maybe cancer hit. Listen to me. There's life after cancer. Maybe bankruptcy hit. There's life after bankruptcy, divorce, whatever it is going on in your life, there's life after that. If you're going to live life, listen to me, write this down, you're going to have scars. Scars come with living. And so if you're going to live life, you're going to get scars. So
right.
You got to get out there. You've got two choices. You can either sit in the bedroom, lay in the bed, cry about it all day, or you can get up and live, knowing that you're going to get scars. But as we talked about in the last program, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. So Tammy, share something with them.
Yeah, the reason why we can talk so boldly about this is we've actually lived this. We've had moments in our lives where we just were blaming everybody else for why we weren't moving forward.
Why we weren't successful.
Why things were going wrong. And we were also not understanding whenever he was going through sickness and things he went through. We didn't understand, why was God letting us do this? Why was God allowing this to happen? And we were even blaming God for the places we were at.
Yeah, because I remember, when I broke my neck. Some of you may have not heard that story, but I broke my neck. It took 14 surgeries to put Humpty Dumpty back together
So
again.
true.
And so when I was going through that, we moved to Kentucky. We knew it was God. We knew God called us to Kentucky. We got there, and guess what? I broke my neck the first year.
Yeah.
When I got to Kentucky, I had one scar. Small scar about that big on my knee. Now I've got 19 scars. Let me tell you why I've got 19 scars. Because I decided to live life. I refused to quit. I refused to lay down. And I had to say to myself, God put a dream on the inside of me.
Right.
And it's not to lay here and get filleted like a fish.
Yeah.
I was going through moments. And I had to say, I've got to get up today for my wife. How many times have I said that?
Oh, tons of times.
I've got to get up for my kids. I've got to get up for my grandkids. I've got to get up for people that need me. And so there was a vision deep on the inside of me. And I had to say, I've got to press forward.
Right.
I've got to wake up the dreamer. I've got to wake up the plan. And I have to tell you, 15 years later, here we are, and we're living our best life. We're loving life. We're doing great. Things aren't perfect.
No.
But we're moving forward. And guess what? I'm healed. I've got 19 scars. And you know what? Scars are proof of battles won. You can win it if you decide you can win it. If you say all the time, I can't do this, guess what? You can't do this.
You're absolutely
right. But if you wake up the dreamer on the inside of you, you actually get, I ask people this, do you remember the vision? Do you remember what you saw? Do you remember what you heard when God spoke to you? Do you remember that tingle, that chill that went all over you when God spoke to you? What about all the tears? You remember those tears? What kept you up at night, that thing that the vision would so run in your head, man, we're going to open this business, man. It's going to be awesome, man.
So
we're going to be
excited.
debt free.
Can't sleep because you're so excited of all the things you're going to do. You can see the vision before you. And then, bam, you run into an obstacle, and then you begin to blame other people for your obstacles. And instead of saying, you know what, there's a way around this.
Yeah.
We serve a God that says that we can run through a troop, leap over a wall, we can break gates. We can break bars of iron and gates of brass. But when we decided that it was no longer going to be a blame game, but that we were going to get up and we were going to move towards the vision, that's when God began to do the things. And it doesn't matter how big of a step you take. It doesn't matter if it's just one step, but if you start moving towards the vision, start seeking God, maybe start studying for what you need to do or whatever it is, but you start moving towards the dream.
Yeah, you got to take a step. I think that's great. Towards rebuilding. Say that with me. Say rebuilding. You've got to rebuild the dream.
Yes.
Because you have to remember that thing that God downloaded on the inside of you. Was it about a business? Was it about a new home? Was it about being debt free? Was it about a new career choice?
Yeah.
You have to remember what that was and take a step today to make that happen.
Maybe it's having a baby, or maybe, whatever it is. Maybe you had
life.
Yeah, whatever that dream is on the inside, that you start moving towards the dream, rebuilding it, not letting the things that knocked you down keep you down. You got to have that Rocky spirit. You got to get back up and conquer that thing in front of you.
Psalm 37:4 says, delight. Say delight.
Delight.
Delight yourself also in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. He didn't say be depressed. And I know depression's a real thing. And I say this not jokingly. I think I deal with severe depression. I just haven't stayed in bed long enough to find out. I keep moving towards right choices. So delight. Find joy. Find what brings you happiness. Listen to me. If you're working and it's then do something different, okay? Find something that brings delight.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that if you've hit an obstacle and you've gotten down, we've hit obstacles, we've gotten down, but we changed what we were thinking and we started pursuing the dream again and rebuilding it and not letting the obstacles bug us and keep us down.
If you stumble, if you fall, get back up again.
Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat
Start all
yourself
over.
up.
You have to believe in the dream that God put on the inside of you.
Yeah.
You can't ever desire a good thing unless God gives it to you. So we want to encourage you today in this, that you've got to know the dream. If you're going to rebuild it, you got to go back, look at the notes.
Yes,
Many people take
write it
notes.
down.
Look, you got pages and pages and pages of notes. Go back and open that book up. When you sat by the window and you started penning something and you were writing the vision and dream, and now it's 300 pages back.
Yeah.
Go back, grab that book, and start writing the dream again and start rebuilding your dream.
Yeah, you talking about writing it down.
Yeah.
Back many years ago, you and I, I wanted to teach children in China to speak English. And we were actually trying to go to China, but we have 4 kids, and at that time they were all little, and no agency would take us because we had too many kids. But you know what? I actually put that on the back burner, and someone recently reminded me of the declaration I made, and they said, you remember that you used to declare that you were going to teach children in China to speak English.
And you're doing that today.
And as of today, I teach children in China every morning.
And here's the cool thing. When we were shut down, we weren't allowed to go because our kids were too little. We've put our daughter Kira on the soil of China. She's been there. She's done it. What God placed in our heart, we weren't able to fulfill yet in going, but we were able to send one of our kids. So,
and I'm actually doing what I wrote down, the thing I begin to declare with my mouth. Sometimes it doesn't happen the way you thought it would happen, but God makes a way.
So today, here we are. It's time to rebuild the dream. Motivation, education, and inspiring you to be greater than you are today. So, Tammy, take it away.
Remember, you are awesome.
And the best days are just ahead.